it's Miranda Valentine, and today we are making Zoodle Cacio e Pepe. So cacio e pepe is essentially cheese and pepper. So it's a Roman dish usually done with like spaghetti, you know, traditional pasta. But if you're someone who is either gluten-free or you're wanting to get your veggies, and to do that you need to add a lot of cheese like me, or you just want to try to eat like a little bit lighter, this is a great dish. Now, if you're looking at this and you're like, Miranda, you want me to swap out my pasta for like a ribbon of zucchini? That is not even going to be the same. I swear to you, I also used to be like super eye-rolly about Zoodles, like when they came out. I'm like, no, there's no way this is going to be anything remotely similar. There are so many things over the years that people have tried to like pass off, and they're like, it's just the same. And I'm like, it is not just the same at all. However, I will say, last year, the girls and I were all doing cleanses, and they were all different. Mine was kind of like a Whole30, except I let myself still drink wine and eat a lot of cheese, so it didn't kind of go for me as well as I would have liked, but I mean, I made an effort. But my friend Ree, she did Whole30 all the way, such a little trooper, and to a dinner she brought a Zoodle dish. And I was like, oh no, here we go. We finally meet, the Zoodle and I. And I was like, I'm gonna have to eat this because like I love her and I'm not gonna be mean. And I tried it, and indeed, it has a very similar consistency. There's not a lot of flavor there, so it doesn't like taste like a vegetable that's just in the shape of pasta. And it was really delicious, and I've totally been a convert ever since. And this is actually my favorite way to prepare it because, again, cheese. So it's super simple. It's zucchini that has been spiralized. So either you can get a spiralizer, or a lot of grocery stores now already have them. I just got this already pre-done. I have a spiralizer, but this is like super easy. And then it's Parmesan cheese, or you can do Pecorino Romano. And then if there are purists out there, like this is just the way that I like to do it. This is what works for me. Everyone just do what works for you. We are all our own little kitchen snowflakes. Lots of pepper, and then some salt and olive oil. So quick note, if you want, you could just toss these together. Like you could have it as a cold dish. I still like for it to be warm. Like I can't totally give up my like pasta thing. So I have my little skillet over here. We're gonna put about a 1/4 cup of olive oil in here and get it like nice and warm. And really all we're doing is we're not cooking the Zoodles, which is cute, right? Zucchini noodle Zoodle. We're just warming it up. Like I just like to warm it up. So we're just gonna pop it in here, and you'll hear the little like sizzle, which is always fun. Fun in the kitchen, all the noises. Okay, and you can make yourself songs too. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. I would support that. I think everybody should have more fun in the kitchen. Okay, so I'm just gonna like toss this around. Some tongs would be helpful, but I don't have those. My hands are clean, and also I'm eating this, so. Okay, so this is great. Like this is one of those dishes that's ridiculously easy to make, and everyone ends up loving. You can pair it with all sorts of things. It also keeps really well, which is nice. I mean, not for like a super long time, but you could, you know, have it as part of a salad later, like when it cools. So I'm just kind of warming it up. Just keep tossing so that it's like totally coated in the olive oil. I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit. Look at this long piece. That's nice. It's like zucchini worms. That's gross, I shouldn't say that. Okay, now we're gonna add it's like a lot of Parmesan, because essentially all this is Parmesan and pepper and olive oil. If you were making the traditional dish with the pasta, you would reserve some of the cooking water for the pasta, all that nice starchy, watery goodness, and this dish kind of creates its own sauce, which is like the ultimate low maintenance dish. That's delicious, which is really, that's my kind of dish. It's my kind of a lot of things. It like is wonderful and looks like it takes a lot of effort, but it's actually pretty simple to do. All right, now here we go with all of the pepper. This doesn't want to stay up here. This is high maintenance. Our little spatula is high maintenance. Okay, so I'm just gonna put, I mean, you don't want like too much. Freshly ground is great, but again, star of the show here, pepper. All right, and just kind of toss this together again, warm up that Parmesan a little bit. So good. Fling some Parmesan around. Listen guys, if I can have like a cooking show on the internet and can cook, literally everyone can. Allow that to, you know, to be the message for everyone. Okay, And that's it. And it's just been like warmed up. But again, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do because we are all grown-ups. Well, maybe you're not a grown-up and you're watching this, but someday you will be. And if you're cooking, no one's gonna argue with you. That's like oh, here's another thing. If you're a person who doesn't like doing dishes, start learning how to cook, because the rule goes, if you cook, you don't have to do the dishes. And if you're cooking for people, they're gonna be like, oh, that's so, oh, look, this is getting all melty. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you cooked, that's amazing. Here, let me do the dishes. And you're like, thank you. So that's just like a little pro tip from me to you, because I hate doing dishes. But I love this dish, so let's check it out. And look, see, if you want it like super melty, you can just keep it going. It almost be like a little like cheesy mac and cheese version. Oh guys, this is, eating pasta fake or not on camera is gonna be challenging. I just want like a little one. Let me get a little ribbon. Spin it around. Oh no. It's really hard to eat like politely on camera, especially, but I'm just gonna take a bite. It's salty, it's cheesy, it's peppery, so you get some kick, but it's not too much. Olive oily. I swear to you about the Zoodles. They have like a little crunch. It's great texture. It's amazing flavor, and that took like, what, like 3 minutes to do? Super easy. Now you can make it too if you want the full recipe. Head on over to my website, mirandavalentine.com, and I'll have all the step-by-steps written out for you there, along with your ingredient list, kind of exact quantities and measurements. But go forth, make cacio e pepe, either with Zoodles or traditional pasta noodles. But now we're good to go. And I hope that you love it as much as I do. Until later, bye guys.